Alright, in this session we're going to be bringing home General Van Doorn and his ally Glenn Friendly on a council mission, target extraction, counting down in 5 hours. No quote this week either. Most of my kind of military strategy theory books are all in my office at work. I'll have to bring a few of them home for the upcoming sessions. Just have a quick look at our squad, make sure we're happy with everything here. So I think this is the first time we're sending out a fully promoted squad. Everyone's a specialist. Make sure we've got an LMG here. Yep. 2 LMGs. Sorry, LMG and a saw. Yeah, that looks like a saw. Sniper, Grenadier, Scout, and Rocketeer. So we're going in pretty hard. Going to bring Van Doorn back, hopefully, and not get shot too much by the thin men. Let's see, we've got a smoke. Yeah, I think this is everything we need. Let's do it.
We have visual on the mission site. Setting down.
Brazilian authorities have requested our help, so that's where we're going.
Oh, that's a highly inauspicious Oedipal operation title here, Severed Father. Let's try and avoid any fathers being severed here. Yeah, I'm not even going to go there. That's just no good. So we're touching down in Salvador, Brazil. This council mission is in some ways one of the most rewarding missions in the game. We're bringing home like 230 cash, some scientists or engineers, I can't remember which, and of course the biggest prize of all, Van Doorn and his friend. I'm really enjoying watching the squad touch down from the Sky Ranger in this season. You know, in my own playthroughs I tend to just skip through them, but man, they're really pretty great. Let's see, so we've got Mbokazi, Afolabi, Benassi with the LMG, Jacob Stone, Toby Gorman, Anna Fraser with the motion tracker. She'll be leading the way. I have a pretty standard...
UN official Peter Van Doorn and his entourage were caught in an explosion that decimated a nearby bridge, and we're picking up hostiles converging on the area. We need you to confirm Mr. Van Doorn is still alive and bring him back safe before the whole place is overrun. New objective received.
Hey, friendly's over here.
Alright, sorry about that. I have a pretty standard way in which I tend to approach this map. You have line of sight blocking from these vehicles here, so you can just kind of advance right up to them, and then hopefully, you know, usually there's a pod or two in this area and you can engage them. So we'll just take our time, move up slowly, and probably move here pretty safely.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yep. I just want to think about where we want our rocket. There's absolutely no time pressure on this map, so we can just take it very slow. Where do we want our sniper rifle? I mean, we could go back here, but there's really not a very good sight line, and we don't have Lone Wolf yet, so there's no real advantage to putting the sniper behind the squad. Put the Grenadier right behind the Scout, and the saw in close as well. What we want to do is kind of have suppression from both of these two vantage points, so we'll keep the saw and the LMG fairly separate. It will be interesting to see what kind of aliens we have on this map. You always get Thin Man dropping in once you rescue Van Doorn. We're right at the end of the month, so we're actually, you know, it's entirely possible that we're facing floaters or Thin Men, in addition to the usual sectoids and drones. Alright, 2 sectoid pods. And Thin Man coming right in. This is great. Let's hit him. Alright, that's a superb start. I like you already, Gunner. I think he's Toby Gorman, is that right? Yeah, Gorman. Doesn't even care. Mows down the Thin Man. Only one in the pod. One Thin Man pod, so pretty happy about that. Here we want to move up like this. We're not going to hit the corner cover yet by design because, you know, line of sight is blocked up to this point, but if we hit the corner, then we peek around it. So that's really nice. Next we want the Grenadier. Maybe, no, we won't take any risks. We'll just go right up immediately behind the scout. Push Gorman up here. I was going to say, I'd like to move the rocket to this position, but because we've been sneaking up behind, sort of behind the truck, you know, I'm just gonna hold. We'll just do this in 2 moves because this position we could toggle contact, maybe even in this one as well. I don't want to do that, so we'll just hold this way, and then next turn we'll move up the back line.
Back online.
Got it covered.
This is definitely actually one move I will do. This should be fairly safe. Is just pull the sniper back to get better line of sight up that channel.
What was that sound?
Perhaps a drone pod. I'll be quite happy if it's just sectoids from here on in. Okay. Let's move the rocket up this turn. Yeah, that's a good spot for it. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm just going to keep everyone in position. I know that, again, this is very, very conservative of me, but what I'd like to do next turn is, you know, maybe move the scout up to a position like this, and then take sort of like, you know, this position, move the rocket here, or maybe even dash the saw up to that spot. Saw might be good there, rocket there. There's no rush at all. Could also be using the motion tracker, but there's really no need to at this point. I mean, maybe to move quicker, but there's no meld on this map, I don't think. And the motion tracker may be useful later. Plus, there's the added benefit of having things fly into us and getting hit on Overwatch. Or missed. Alright, mixed pod here. This is interesting. 2 sectoids, 1 drone. Alright. Where did that drone fly to? It looked like it might have landed as well. Yeah, it's right there. Wait. We might be able to actually shoot the drone safely from behind this. Yeah, we'll use the scout. Use this half cover. And look at that. Beautiful. Now there I wish I had actually fired up the motion tracker, but I think it's pretty unlikely that we encounter more than 1 pod here, having already fought the Thin Man. So I think what we want to do here is, let's see. I kind of want to get line of sight on the sectoids. I know there was 1 back here and 1 probably on that spot. See, this type of position is one where we might be able to throw grenades over the top. But ideally, I'd like to actually not really have too much line of sight, so I'm gonna be very cautious. There we go. Okay, so we can suppress this one. That's good. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Yeah, I think I will move the rocket up.
Moving.
Because 2 reasons for this. Alright. That's an interesting position for the sectoid. I wonder if we could, probably going to be a bit too far to grenade. But we might have line of sight with the sniper, and we do. This is what I was hoping for. Let's try to hit the scout. No, that's not a very good start for our sniper. He has 72 aim as well. Come on, Jake. Alright. So what we want to do here, I kind of just want to encourage the sectoids to move up on us. I'm trying to think where I want to move with the grenades. Probably up into behind the truck again. That looks good. We can kind of lob grenades over the top. And we could try and blow it up here, but to be honest, that feels like a waste of a grenade to me. We can pretty safely just... ooh, just had a thought as well. Whether we can... can't quite dash our LMG anywhere useful. I wonder if the extended squad sight might give us line of sight from this position. No, it still doesn't. Okay, well, we're just going to have to hunker down the LMG there. That's actually a pretty decent shot. I'm sort of tempted to take it, but then, you know, there's so little need to even take risks here. Like, I'm just trying to think where I want to move. No line of sight in that direction. I'm just going to duck back. I anticipate that the other pod is probably down here, and I'd like them to move up towards me. So I'm actually just going to pull everybody out of line of sight. Let them come up, and then we can just take our shots. Yeah, see, this is great. Oh, alright, perhaps not. Well, I didn't think of the sniper being shot at. That was a mistake on my part. I could easily have suppressed that sectoid. Just make sure that there are indeed just two of them. The good part is now we've got, you know, we have these sectoids flanked and very, very dead. Here I'm going to fire up the motion tracker. Okay, yeah, this is entirely safe, so let's move up. And this is good because we can get experience for two of the troops who, well, not so fussed about leveling up the scout. Oh, right, our sniper is actually panicked. Do I want to take this shot with my gunner? Just trying to think whether I want to level up the gunner more than the scout. And I think I do, because I want this gunner to be an officer. So, yeah, let's just take a shot with the gunner first. Okay. I definitely want to kill one of them with the grenadier. Alright, let's just go scout.
Kill confirmed.
And
Hitting out.
oh, that's not a flank. Weird. Oh well. Alright, I see. We're not
Neutralized.
if it was in cover around that corner. That's something I should have been more careful of, but I didn't really want to step out one tile further. Okay. Let's get everyone else up.
Got it covered.
Yeah, we might as well keep moving the squad.
Roger that. Scanning.
It was a real mistake getting the sniper shot. I thought it was far enough back that it would have been safe. Had I suppressed the sectoid over here, we would have been fine, I think. So that was a bit of a misplay on my part. Okay, just thinking how I want to handle this. I think what I'll do is move the
Moving to position.
LMG up one tile, and then just apply the medkit. Then we'll just actually, oh, we can just hold here. That should be fine. We just step around the corner so that we can fire up this way as well.
Locked and loaded.
I'm actually just going to Overwatch here.
Back in the game.
That Rocketeer has such good aim that they'll have a really good shot if anything comes up those ladders, so I'd kind of like to have the option of taking it. Okay. Now we want to get our back line into good positions. Yeah, I might actually push the saw right up here as well. Maybe just right in the middle. And I think you often want to be up in this type of a spot with the sniper so that you can actually fire down into the pit. Because I think from back here your line of sight is a little bit blocked. Could be wrong about that. This could be a mistake, but give it a go. Okay, and here we'll just study our weapons, and then next turn, now that the backline has caught up with us, we'll advance. And I'll certainly use the motion tracker this turn as well, coming up. Of course, the dream would have been for the final pod to have actually moved up on us. Okay, it looks like they're down here, so we kind of want to swing to the right. Good, we haven't toggled them. That's what we wanted.
Get over here.
We have a new objective.
So what would be really nice here is actually if we could have our squad able to sneak up in this direction and kind of move down the ramp and then just, you know, pop down, trigger the pod here, and then allow our extended range troops to have shots on them from this side. The saw probably won't be in range though, so I might kind of start inching the saw up to that position.
Yeah, chef.
And in fact the rocket should probably come up too.
Aye, aye. On Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes
It's
on
on Overwatch.
Let's see what happens here.
What was that?
Yeah, because we might go like rocket and saw there, sniper here, and then move the 3 frontline troops down that ramp.
Get down here.
Could also see a case for the grenadier to move into this type of position to throw grenades down, but it's all half cover, so that may not actually be a good consideration. I wonder if we'll draw contact in this type of position. I might go, say, to there and see what happens. Let's go with the scout. Alright. Scout's path is obstructed by the grenadier, so I'm actually just going to move the scout to here.
Headed there now.
Good.
Heading for that
Grenadier in
location.
behind. Saw in behind. Let's go rocket
That's
there.
affirmative.
LMG there. Sniper can hold. I hope the sniper will have line of sight from there. It might be that those are the positions, but I would worry that they might actually draw contact, so
Got it covered.
we'll stay back for the moment. Alright, looks like we've drawn contact. Come on, let's get some Overwatch. No, that's a shame. Looks like there's only a couple of them though.
You coming down here or what?
And of course what we don't want to do is actually activate Van Doorn yet, because then that will toggle the drop-ins. That's a real shame. We don't quite have the type of cover that we really want to be in there. You know, obviously we can't take that position. Nor do we really have very good line of sight from here. So I'm just trying to think what type of position we could take to... I wonder if we could kind of use the cover back here safely. I'm just going to see if there's any remaining pods, and there are, look, so we need to be careful about how we move up. The trick might actually be just to fall back.
Position confirmed.
It's a shame we don't have a motion tracker. The sniper has line of sight anyway, and it's a 90%, so let's just take that, hunker down, and then we can see if we can tempt the sectoid up to us, while also swinging the troop back in this direction. Alright. Might try pull the rocket up to this position. Maybe even to here, actually. And then I can just hunker down. Right, we actually have a flank. Yeah, I can't not take that shot, really.
Nice.
Alright, great. And I think that should be their pod. Okay, very good. And here we want to fall everyone back. So we've got... Look at this. We've got Van Doorn. He's the white dot. So the other pod is most likely up here somewhere. So we really don't want to toggle them this turn. So let's just fall the scout. Fall the scout back maybe just like a tile.
Commander.
So it's more or less in line with the rest of the squad.
I've got my
Reload with the LMG. Okay, another sectoid pod. That's really good. And here, I might actually move up to the front here.
Tracking.
Yeah, as suspected. You usually don't have line of sight across this gap. So what would be nice is the rocket here and saw there. And the snipers should be fine back where it actually is. Okay, and then we can send the let's make sure we're not stepping into Van Doorn's line here. We'll just kind of go part way down. Didn't want to go past the line that the troops have made. Actually, I probably went one tile too far there, but that's alright. Here we'll just reload. Reload. Overwatch. 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 Obviously, we want to kill off the sectoid pod before getting Van Doorn.
Get down here! Not fair if I have all the fun.
Okay.
Heading there now. Enemy
Oh.
contacts.
Okay. It's unfortunate that we don't have line of sight. You know, I intentionally took this position because it wouldn't toggle Van Doorn. They might actually be able to flank from there. That's really not good. Oh, yikes. Because I can't take the positions next to Van Doorn because it will toggle the thin men drop-ins. These positions aren't very good either. Although, that said, well, I was going to say we've got the smoke. But the smoke isn't terribly well positioned. What we really need to do is just get line of sight on them. So I think what I might try is to drop the grenadier down to here so that I can get line of sight and then take shots, and then I can hunker down or drop the grenadier down into that position maybe. There's full cover down there that might be out of sight. Oh no, they'll be able to see us from there too. Okay, let's see if we can... Alright, this is good. So the LMG can suppress. Let's see if the sniper can kill one of them. Oh, they're 50%, so that's not so good. I'll go for the one that is closer to the scout's position. Alright, that's a shame. I think this is the sort of situation that rockets were made for, actually. God, that's horrible. The thing is, though, once we just get the thin man drop-ins, it's pretty unlikely we're going to need both rockets. They're reasonably easy to protect against, so I'm actually just going to gamble on this rocket shot here.
Boom.
Probably won't do much, but, you know, even if it hits the car, that's okay.
Rocket off course.
Alright. No luck. Oh, and we've blown up the cover on one of them too, look. Huh. Okay. Actually, this could maybe solve our problems. Let's see where, can the LMG see the sectoids from down here? Yes, it can. Alright. Yeah, let's move down.
I'm on it, Commander.
See if we can kill this one. Alright. That's unfortunate.
Still up.
Okay. Let's see. Are we going to get flanked? I think the answer to that question is actually yes. Oh boy. Well, we've already got that the SAW in their line of sight, so I'll just follow the scout back to that spot too.
Thank God you're here. I'm still breathing, but I can't say the same
Somehow
for
throw
a lot of my
a miracle
boys.
grenade up there, can we?
Let's get out of here.
Nah, not
before
close
any more
enough.
of
That
those
won't kill it.
things show up. I don't know what outfit
So-
you're from,
Whoa.
but I haven't seen gear like that before.
Okay.
We should
Got a
get
few
the VIP
options
back
here.
to the Sky Ranger as soon as
And I
possible.
think I'm seeing one that might
Objectives
actually be
updated.
alright. Alright, we missed the shot. So we've got somebody exposed in half cover already. Here we kind of have two options. I could suppress this one, and I think that is the correct decision, because if I shoot at the other sectoid, say I shoot at this, and I do miss the 75% shot, that means that I'm going to take shots from both of them. Whereas here, you know, as horrible as it is to pass up that flank, you know, the shot from this sectoid shouldn't be, well, on the other hand, because they're going to be shooting down at us in half cover with the elevation bonus, it might be that actually just, yeah, I think this is a really tricky situation, because normally if we were not in the lower ground, the conservative play of suppressing would be better. But here, I think taking 2 shots, even through suppression, you know, the sectoid with the high ground may actually have like a 30%, say, chance to hit, rather than like, you know, 1%, which it is if, say, we were all in full cover. So I'm actually gonna take the kind of slightly higher risk chance, which if we hit means we will only get shot at by one of these sectoids rather than taking shots from both of them. It might not be the ideal play, but I feel like actually it's the safer one, even though it seems also like the riskier one. Oh no, we actually toggled Van Doorn already anyway. Oh, that's so frustrating. So, after all of that, we would have just been better off in the full cover. Alright. Let's see. This troop has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this troop has less health than the others, so I'm just going to dash her back into the heavy cover. And now, normally here I would dash Van Doorn all the way up, but there's a decent chance that we start getting like thin men dropping in behind him. Oh, this is really bad. I don't think I've ever had this happen where like I've toggled Van Doorn like this. I don't see how he got toggled by us moving back to the spot. That's really, really weird. I'm just going to hunker him down with the squad. Because I think the thin men often try and drop in positions where they can see Van Doorn. Oh, this is really gross. Sorry, Gorman. Alright.
If we get out of here alive, I just hope
I really should have fired the rocket before taking that sniper shot.
To my men.
Okay, thankfully at least there hasn't been a that's not very good. This is another situation where, man, I wish we had flush. We could just flush it out. Okay, I think we want to fall back with everybody. Especially because if we start getting thin men dropping in behind... Actually, I wonder if the thin men only start dropping in once we move Van Doorn. That could be an interesting experiment. Yeah, I'm going to stay put with Van Doorn. I guess there's nothing to lose by taking the sniper shot. Even though the odds are not great. No.
Missed the target.
And here what I'm thinking I'm going to do actually is suppress.
J'envoie un tir de suppression.
And then what we want to do is dash a shotgun into a position where they can get a kill. Probably lightning reflexes scout, but are not actually... We don't want to flank the sectoid this turn, because if we flank it, it will actually it will move and flank us back. So we don't want to do that. And this position is not flanking it. So the next turn we can just kill it safely. So that's what I will do. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull back our scout to start providing cover. Because if we get thin men dropping in behind the squad, I want the scout to be in a position to deal with that, basically. This should be far enough up that, you know, there's no way that sectoid will be able to see us. Sort of the same thing with the rocket here. We'll just fall it back. You know, we shouldn't need anything anything else. Here we want to... Let's see, yeah, again, this position should be safe. Just heal. Gonna hunker with Van Doorn.
You've got a A wave of
Okay, we do have
X-rays
drop-ins
closing on
now.
your location. Eyes up.
Got a lot of heat on me.
Huh. Still didn't have any drop-ins. Yeah, I think just staying put with Van Doorn seems to be preventing the drop-ins from showing up, which is really very nice. So I'm going to keep Van Doorn in place for now. The one thing that would really suck is if a thin man dropped in behind our scout, apologies,
I just wish I could have done more for my people.
behind our grenadier.
I lost some good men.
So we definitely want to keep the LMG in that position. I wonder if it's wise to... No, I'll just keep falling back with the saw. Well, yeah, I'll pull the saw back too, just to hear it.
Solid copy. Let's do this.
Yeah, I might reload. Okay. I want to start covering behind the squad with the scout. Reload with the sniper. Keep Van Doorn hunkered until we've reunited the squad. Might put the rocket here. Yeah, this is great. So I think it's only once we actually move Van Doorn that
Moving to designated
It was
position.
looking bad out there.
the thin men will start
I might
dropping
not have
in.
made it if you didn't show up.
So that's a really good thing to know. So that you can actually, you actually use these positions to fight with. I did not know that.
Got it covered.
Okay, where do we want to go here?
Location confirmed.
So we'll keep the LMG in that spot for the time being. Okay, now it's time to move up.
Copy that.
Actually, I will take one more turn before I yeah, now I want to think about this. Often the first thin man does spawn like in this area, so I probably don't want the full squad back. The LMG, you know what? I think we actually want the LMG closer to this side, and well, the extended squad site is kind of nice too with the saw.
Good to
Might
go.
put the saw there. I like that spot for the sniper, but I kind of want to have the flank covered for them as well. Kind of tempted to put, you kind of want to cover a decent portion of the map. Put the shotgun there. She can also run overwatches, which is quite nice. Just reload, overwatch, keep Van Doorn in place.
Got it covered.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Let's see here. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the saw... In fact, the saw kind of in the middle here is sort of nice because it can respond in multiple directions. So that's good.
I've got my eyes on
Yeah, okay, we can have the LMG there and then it can just dash back up. We want to just run Van Doorn up the map as far as he can get, really. It doesn't really matter putting him in cover or not. I think they get really high chances to hit against him kind of regardless. You just don't want the thin man to shoot at him no matter where he is. Where do we want the shotgun? Yeah, probably just there is fine.
Overwatch.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Enemy forces headed your way, Strike One. Get ready.
Alright, we've got quite a few drop-ins here. Alright. Oh, our sniper's got a shot. And a very good one. Let's hope it kills. Yes. Alright, about time. Okay. Glad that sniper, that thin man down there isn't in line of sight of Van Doorn. That would have been really tricky. So we want to pull him, just pull him back. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh.
You lost the VIP.
Wow.
Get out of there, Strike One. Mission's over. Objective updated.
Oh, I can't believe that just happened. What was I thinking? Jeez, that's so weird. Okay, well, we just got to fall back now. Deal with the consequences of that a little later. We'll just fall back to this position and then hunker down. Oh, that's horrible. I think we'll stop having drop-ins, so we may as well just kind of reunify the squad.
On my way.
Okay.
On the move.
We're in half cover, which is why I'm hunkering here. Wow. I can't believe I just lost Van Doorn. What a disaster.
Solid copy.
Yeah, it's really weird that they get like such a high percentage shot. Okay, we want to get the scout up there. Let's just sort of reshuffle a little bit.
On the move. Moving.
I think I might actually, yeah. I don't want to. No, just keep the sniper hunkered there. Just hunker with everyone.
Bon sang, c'était quoi?
Okay. Need to be careful here. Do we have a motion tracker with any charges left? No. Right. Could kill it with a grenade, but obviously there's the other thin man to worry about. I don't want it to just jump up and kill someone. I wonder if we can just fire a rocket down there. No, that doesn't seem too great. Okay. I really want to get the scout down in that position. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here. Kind of want to dash the scout up. Okay, now what I'll do, just pull the shotgun back there, dash the scout there. This turn I'm just going to overwatch, suppress, and then I'll overwatch with the rest of the squad, so that if a thin man does come charging up, we're going to have a pretty close range shot on it with the saw and shotgun, so hopefully that sorts it out. Wow, I can't believe Van Doorn died. That's just... what a disaster. Failing the first council mission. I mean, this might be... oh, this feels really campaign ending, to be honest. Oh, God, that's so brutal. Like, it's not like so much even just losing Van Doorn, which is bad in itself, but it's that the $230 for the council mission. I mean, that's... just need that to get the campaign going properly. Ugh. Not like this. Okay. Now we can start using our scout here to sort of try and get line of sight on the remaining thin man. My concern is that it's down here somewhere. don't really want to take any kind of position like this where it might run up and just flank us. In fact, even being here is very risky. Oh, this is kind of gross.
I'm on it, Commander.
Yeah, it's probably down here somewhere. Or possibly behind the truck, actually. Alright, I'm just gonna fall back.
On the move. Affirmative. Covering now.
Yeah.
So you have lots of close range overwatches there.
Okay.
Get that rocket up a little bit more. Might hunker from this position though, in case it kind of shoots up at us from down there somewhere. Alright. Just trying to think how we can kind of safely try and move into that kind of position. So I don't want to like dash down here and then maneuver around the map. Tricky. So I'm really reticent to take this kind of position and have the thin man just like move up to here and shoot us. Oh boy. I'll try moving around this way to see what we can see. No, I can't really see much of anything. I think it's behind that truck, to be honest. Alright. I'm just going to pull that scout back one more turn. I think we just got to wait. It's also possible that it's
Green to go. Affirmative. Covering now.
that it's ran back up the top too. Yeah, it's ran back up the top. Okay. Alright. So, let's get the scout right up then.
Heading to that location.
Well, it's either ran up the top or it's down here somewhere. But, it doesn't look like it. Let's just sort of see if we can... Yeah, it doesn't seem to be down there. Okay. So now I think what we want to do...
Affirmative.
Just sort of get everyone down there. We'll hunker everyone down in that front line. Maybe overwatch from there just in case something does come running up somehow. Okay.
I'm rolling.
Just gonna take this position down here, see what we see. Scout has lightning reflexes, which is why I'm moving up with them. Alright, it's definitely up there. And I think the safest side to approach the top from is actually from up behind the truck, so... Let's go down there and then... want to get the...
On it.
I want to get the saw down there too,
Good copy. Moving on target.
just in case we can provide some kind of suppression.
Getting it done. I'm on it.
Just hunker down with the RPG.
Listen.
Alright.
Moving out.
So, we're just going to hunker down from that position with the scout.
I'm on the move.
Have the
That's affirmative.
LMG and Rocketeer provide overwatch cover from back here.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Got it covered. En observation.
I'm on it.
And then Fraser can hunker down. And the next turn we can move up the ramp. Yeah, this is very common. The thin men often just go up there and camp it out.
That's affirmative.
Well, still no sighting of the Thin Man. Is it back? I mean, where could it be? That's really weird. Well, there's no cover back there it can take, so it's not going to jump up and flank me. I mean, that is really strange. It must be back in this corner? Yeah, I can't think of anywhere else it could be. Gosh, that's really weird. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just kind of keep overwatching. I might bring the LMG, sorry, the saw up so that we can have a chance of providing some close range overwatch, although it's not even going to be able to get up there. Let's just hope it comes out.
What's making that noise?
Alright, here it comes. It's acid at us. This could be a problem, actually. Although, with any luck, no. I was going to say we'll have a flank on it with our... Well, this could be... Might have to dash out of the acid spot, actually. Oh, no, it's not going to be able to flank us. Okay. Can't even see it. Can we suppress it with the LMG? No. Can we hit it with a rocket? I haven't been studying my aim. That's not going to work. Okay. I think we're simply going to have to hunker down and hope it advances towards us. And then get a shot off with the sniper rifle. Well, we're not going to even be able to get the LMG up there, so I think we're better off just falling back. Yeah, just stay behind that truck while we're safe. Okay, let's see where it's gone. Alright, we've got him now. He's flanked himself. Often in this situation, you just want to let the aliens mess up. Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever failed one of these missions before. That's an absolute catastrophe. Oh. Rest in peace, Van Doorn. Panic increases across South America. Yeah, I think I've only failed like bomb disposal missions before. Never like council mission like that. Wow. Well, it is what it is. That may or may not actually be the end of the campaign. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, you really want to snowball early on a long war campaign, and having something like that happen is just... Oh, it's just so devastating. Alright. Well, if that does prove to be the end of the campaign, next time you'll see me, I'll be starting a new mission, I guess. I'll be starting the campaign again. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching anyway. Wow, what a disaster. But, you know, one learns from these things, so there we are. And, you know, I haven't... yeah, I haven't been playing XCOM as regularly, and it felt like it really showed in that mission. You know, that said, I'm not sure how. Like, I'm not sure what I could have done in the way Van Doorn ended up being positioned there. I guess I should have tried to, rather than dash him all the way up the ramp. The turn before, the mistake was probably not trying to dash him up behind some cover, where he wouldn't have been seen from below. That's probably the thing to take forward for next time. You know, you don't just want to be like, oh, there was nothing I could have done, because there probably was. And so, yeah, dashing him into a position where a thin man can drop in, have line of sight. You know, we didn't even have the scout who could move down there to, you know, that was the other thing, right? You need to have the scout close to Van Doorn so that it can use lightning reflexes to trigger the overwatch of anything near him. So, two things to remember for next time around. Alright. That's it from me. It's been it's been interesting. It's been a roller coaster. Thanks for watching.